You may also like to edit a design by changing its stitch type. This can be accomplished quickly by selecting a part of an object and then clicking on one of the stitch icons at the lower part of your design screen. There are 12 basic types of outlines and 15 basic types of fills, but there are also many different variations within each basic type. There are also special effects that we can apply to a design, and these will be covered in a later video. By holding down the Control key and selecting both parts of this butterfly and then clicking on satin, the stitches are now changed from a step fill to a satin. I can also select parts of the design, again holding down the Control key, and changing the stitch to a raised satin, which builds several different layers of satin stitch. There are also fancy fills that can be applied to a design, and some special effects such as a ripple fill. To change an outline design to a different stitch, select the outline design and click on a different type of stitch. Clicking on these stitch icons always applies the default type of stitch for that particular type of stitch. If you wish to select a different type of stitch that is not the default, you can make the change through Object Properties. You can click on the icon to open up Object Properties and then change the stitch length, for example. Select the parts of the design and right-click on a stitch icon, and that will open up Object Properties. And in this way, I can change the particular type of fancy stitch and apply that particular fancy fill to the design. So through Object Properties, you're able to do lots more editing. You can edit the type of step fill, the spacing of the fill, or the stitch length of the fill. As we work further in the software, you'll learn more about editing through Object Properties.